I stay inspired by trying to be around other artists, as many artists as I can, listening to music, like especially a certain song. If a certain song hit me a certain way, then there's times where like I'll say like I just see like a certain type of like image or vision in my head, and it's like I gotta get that out, you know. Hi, my name is Sam, and I'm an artist that ink different tattoos. I mean, I've always been an artist. I've always been drawn to art and drawing. When I was like 10, 11, I started drawing on myself with like Sharpies and pens and stuff. I know about my dad, he was like the first person I seen with tattoos. And then my sister, I remember when she got her first tattoo. Yeah, after that, I was like, yeah, I'm trying to see what's up with it. The way I went about it, I didn't have a formal apprenticeship at first. So I faced every challenge that you could possibly face getting into tattooing. Tattooing and drawing and painting and stuff go hand in hand, but you definitely have to understand them all in their own aspects and in their own, you know, mediums. I didn't understand tattooing, you know, at all, but I was tad. When I got back into tattooing, like into 2015, going into 2016, I met my mentor, who was like my brother. Like, he had formerly been apprenticed at old school shop, historical shop in Philly. He provided what I needed and I provided what he needed. And I had like a deep love for art, making sure things were done in just the most beautiful way you could possibly present it, giving your all to the artistry. He had his hustle down to a science, but he also had been formally trained, so he knew proper sterilization methods, proper breakdown, setup, you know, how to properly prep the skin, he taught me all of these things, how to properly do it, and I'm talking about drilled it. We ended up getting into a shop together, and they took both of us. Yeah, so that's where I got more actual formal training in a shop. Apprentices are expected to do a lot of kind of grunt work. Personally, I do think it builds a certain type of character, because you gotta love it all, you know, even the parts that you don't really love, because there's gonna be parts that you don't love, you feel me? And especially if you plan on ever owning your own shop or studio, you have to know how to do everything, top to bottom. The art is just one part of it, you know? So you ain't doing no art if you're not good at talking to clients, speaking with people, you know? Everything kind of go hand in hand. So I do have a certain respect for traditional apprenticeships, but the traditional apprenticeship isn't necessarily the most enjoyable experience. A lot of shops would get over on apprentices, and that's where I'm not cool with. Like, shops would do things like get some free labor and then kick an apprentice out, and now you don't got a license, they just got some free labor, and it's like, I mean, you might have learned a little bit, but now you back on the street trying to figure it out. That's, you know, the kind of downfall of traditional apprenticeships. So this was the first place that I had seen that couple teaching with tattooing in such like a focus scale, you know. Every apprentice got to like know every artist and, you know, watch every artist, learn from them. What I see is definitely way more hands-on, in a sense, like a very focused like methods, you know, of teaching. I think it definitely grooms, you know, good tattoo artists. I love the motto of like good humans, you feel me? You know, if you're a good person and you love artistry, you love tattooing, you know, you love meeting people and connecting with people, then this is a great place for, you know, people like that.